Hello. So today is Sunday. It is Labor Day weekend, so I don't have to get ready and rush and go to school and work and all that tomorrow. So yay, that's nice. I have my free day tomorrow. We're actually getting ready to go to my stepmom's house, my dad and stepmom, because it is my stepmom's birthday.
Hug.
So what's a hug? You gonna say hi?
Yeah.
Okay.
And hello.
Hello. You gonna tell them where we're going?
We're going to Grandma's today.
Yeah, we're going to Grandma's today?
Yeah, Grandma and Papa's day.
Because it's Grandma's birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going out there.
to go there.
Yeah, we are.
But Mom,
What?
I'm growing.
You're growing?
Mhm.
You're getting bigger?
Mhm.
You are. You have peanut butter on your face.
Get all of my powers.
You're going to get all your powers?
Mhm.
All right.
And I will grow.
Here's grow up powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will be there in no time.
They'll be there in no time. All right, go out there with Willow. Dad's almost here, and we're about to go to Grandma's, okay? Oh my gosh. He's a mess, y'all. See you later, Mom.
We're going to Grandma's today.
Good job. So we're going to Grandma's.
This is what I want.
He just likes to be on camera. All right, go on, buddy.
Bye. It is what I want.
Bye, buddy. He is a mess. He just really likes to be on camera. It's so funny. But yeah, we're going out to my stepmom's house. It's her birthday. Her birthday was the other day, but we're celebrating today. But she doesn't know that my sisters and I are coming out with the kids, so I'm yawning. So she's gonna be really excited. I think it'll be fun. It's really small, just my sisters and my stepmom and my dad. But I've also been reading. I'm still at the same spots that I was when I updated last on my last reading vlog, but if you don't remember, that is 600 pages into Words of Radiance and about 200 pages into Rage of Dragons, and I'm in the second half of my Poppy War reread. I'm reading that along with some friends on the Discord. That doesn't take me as long because it's a reread, and so I've already absorbed the information. I don't reread super slowly. It takes me a long time to read a first time, but on reread I'm kind of not super in-depth rereading. I'm getting the parts that I love and that I've kind of missed and stuff like that. Does that make sense? I'm not skimming, but I'm kind of skimming. I don't know. I'm rereading the Poppy War, but I'm right on the second half. It's been fun. I'm enjoying reading with everybody on the Discord, and Rage of Dragons, I'm really glad that was our pick because I'm enjoying it immensely. It's very violent and revenge-y. It's a whole revenge story, but it's very violent, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a little slower than I normally pace-wise, but I am really, really enjoying the world. I think it's a really cool concept. I know it's a series, and I know first books in a series usually tend to be slower for some because it's a lot more world building when it's a big fantasy series. So I kind of let that roll on first books and series. But yeah, that is my day going out there. Tomorrow I'm going to see a friend, the same friend that I always go to see for Memorial Day, and maybe I'll get some reading and some filming and some editing done. So I will keep you guys posted. Hey guys. So I got home from work and I had an Amazon package. So I had to open it. I blame this all on my shelf space cadets because 2 out of 3 of these books were recommendations from friends there. So I had to pick up first the one that was like not, but I had to get Edge Dancer, Brandon Sanderson, because I'm like halfway through with Words of Radiance, and you have to read this. Well, I mean, you don't really have to, but you have to read this before you read Oathbringer, and I'm working my way through. It's like the novella. It's a long ass novella, okay? Like, this is like over a 200-page novella. Does that even count as a novella? It's a full fucking novel. 268 pages. But it's a novella. But it's little. Like, I didn't realize it was so, like, it's 268 pages, but it's little. I don't know. That's a long novella. Right? I also picked up Foundry Side. I mean, Vish, Alan, Jesse, like, everyone has been telling me to read this, so I got it. Like, everyone loves this book. I also picked up House in the Cerulean Sea. Vish loved this, and she told me I would love it, so I had to buy it, right? Like, literally, the Antichrist child. I'm sold. Like, I am so sold. Like, and plus, like, it's so cute. Like, this cover is stunning. But for like my actual reading updates, we'll show you. I'm halfway done with Rage of Dragons, and I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I'm actually surprised I'm liking it because there's like aspects that I wouldn't typically like. Oh my god, if you can hear my kid, sorry. He's just having a good old time. It's a lot of training, a lot of battles, a lot of fighting, and a lot of very one-mindedness when it comes to revenge, and I'm liking it. Like, I'm not gonna say this is gonna be a favorite of the year, because it's probably not. I've read a lot of books that I love a lot more. But I'm liking it. And I'm excited to see where it goes at the end. It's not as magic heavy as I typically like, but that's fine. It's very military heavy, which I am liking. I'm enjoying myself. The main character is not the most likable to me. Like, he's cool and all, but like, he's not what I normally like. He's kind of dumb. There's been a lot of, oh, what are you thinking, man? But like, that doesn't totally put me off. So I am enjoying myself. I did finish my reread of The Poppy War with my shelf spacers. I forgot how much I loved this. I love this book. I love it more. The end of it, it's just been so fun discussing it. But then it's really hard to discuss it with people that haven't read the second book yet, because they're like saying things that I want to be like, well, in the second book, and you're like, oh no, just read it back. Just rein it in, just because they're like, oh, like theorizing about stuff. And I'm like, that happens in the second book, or like the second book will completely change that theory, or, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, well, we're already on to reading the second book in there. Like, a lot of the people that have read the first one jumped right into the second book. And I'm like, yes, I'm loving that everyone's loving it, because I want more people to read this book, because I adore it. I have my copy of Burning God pre-ordered already, and I'm literally waiting to see if I can find somewhere to pre-order signed copies. Like, I'm really hoping Barnes & Noble does one. I'll cancel my Amazon order and then, like, do a pre-order of a signed copy, because I really want a signed copy. Like, really, really. So, loved this. Finished my reread of this. I'm kind of rereading The Dragon Republic 2. Like I said, my rereads don't take me as long, because I've already read it the first time. So, I don't know. I loved this one. This one is even longer. And it was literally, it's my favorite out of the 2 so far. Just so many heart-wrenching moments. And there are a couple of us in the Discord that have already finished this book, like, one time over. So we're, like, having this fun discussion of, like, our theories for the Burning God. And y'all, I have so many theories. Should I do like a whole video on my burning God theories? I think that would be fun. But like, I don't know. It would contain a lot of spoilers for the first 2 books if I did that. Because like, you couldn't go into like, these are my spoiler theories for the Burning God without spoiling the first 2 books. So let me know. Should I do it? Because I kind of want to do it. I think that would just be so much fun. Because I have like different ideas. Well, this could happen, or this could happen, or what if this happens, or like this is what I want to see, and like this is what I expect to see. Like I definitely don't expect for it to end like all happy, because like that's not what's gonna happen. My heart is going to be ripped out and crushed and like stepped on. We'll see. But I have to go get my kids wrangled and dressed because he's bathing and just enjoying himself, and there's probably water all over my bathroom right now. Hey guys, so it's Friday. I'm off work, the kids are home, I'm waiting on dinner to be done. I just did like a really easy, like one of those Stouffer's lasagnas in the oven because I just can't be bothered today. So I'm sitting outside on my porch and I'm like determined to finish Rage of Dragons today. I have about a quarter of it left maybe. I'm not quite on page 400 and there's like 540 some pages in this book. I'm like determined to finish this tonight before I go to bed. And I want to start Supernova tonight, I think, because Supernova is going to be like a quick one, I think, because it's YA. And the other 2 were like really quick reads, the other 2 Renegades books. But yeah, but tomorrow I have my stepmom's like 70th birthday, so I'm making buffalo chicken dip to take over to her. So that'll be exciting. It'll be cool to see some. This will be like my first time seeing like a lot of the like members of my family since like lockdown like lifted. So that's kind of cool. I'm gonna see some cousins and some aunts, and just we're all just kind of getting together at my parents' house. Like nothing super crazy, but you know it's gonna be fun. So that's tomorrow night, but I have so much to do. And today I just want to sit and read. Like, that's all I want to do is just sit and, like, read my book. And just hang out and be lazy because it's been, like, a really weird week with Monday being a holiday and then just, it was crazy. But yeah, so I have to make, like, buffalo chicken dip, and then Sunday I have to work on some like recipe creation for a sponsored blog post that I'm doing. So yay, I'm doing something with a meatball brand. So yay, I have everything that I'm gonna make. I love when I can do like recipe creation with sponsored posts. Like that's my favorite because I like to cook. I like to make recipes. So it's literally my favorite is pairing with food brands. So if you're food, hit me up because I like working with food brands. What can I say? But yes, I'm going to read some more of Rage of Dragons. I'm enjoying it. If you want to know my enjoyment level of this, it's pretty high, which is surprising actually, because like I'm not typically like a big fan of like, I love like training montages and I like the military aspect. I like revenge, but I kind of like when like revenge plots like turn and they're like become like where it's not just about revenge, and so far that hasn't happened. This is like straight up revenge. It's very low magic for me. Like it's a really intricate magic system, I think, but the magic isn't like a main focus of the series, at least not yet. And normally I like a very focused, like I like a lot of magic, and this is like just a touch of magic, but I'm liking it. I have some predictions So we'll see if they happen. I think I'm at chapter 10. So I'm going to start spoilers for Rage of Dragons right now. If you haven't read it, then skip ahead until I take my hand down from my forehead. So I have this like feeling. This is my prediction. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. I feel like they're going into the Queen's melee right now. So I think something is going to, there's going to be some chaos. Something's going to go down, like an attack during the melee, something along those lines. And I feel like Tao is going to have to work with Keelan Okar, the guy that he like wants to kill. And I feel like they're going to have to work together. Because I feel like Keelan is not like bad like Tao thinks he is. Because it's kind of been like brought up like, hey, he's not like other nobles. But I feel like they're going to have to end up working together. And like maybe we're going to get like an enemies to bromance. That would be cool. An enemies to bromance. And then, oh, I loved the scene with Zuri where they like got busy. Still spoilers. Where they hooked up. Like, it was so good. Like, it was done really well. And I love how like Zuri was the one that's like taking charge. And she's like, bitch, no. And like that I really enjoyed. But I feel like she's gonna die. Like, I don't think she's gonna survive the book. But I just have this feeling. So those are my predictions. Zuri's gonna die. And there's gonna be like this like enemies to friends something going on with Keelan and him. So those were my predictions. I am no longer doing Rage of Dragons spoilers, but I'm gonna read a little bit before my dinner's done and I'll get back with you. Bye. Hello guys. It is Saturday, mid-morning, kind of morning. I've just been tooling around this morning. I have not done anything productive. I mean, like, I made my kids breakfast and started some laundry, but that's about it. That is the extent of it. I have to make some chicken dip, some buffalo chicken dip for my stepmom's birthday party that we're going to later. But I'm trying to get some reading done. I told y'all I was going to finish Rage of Dragons last night, and I finished Rage of Dragons last night. And now I, like, need to know where I can pre-order a signed copy of Fires of Vengeance that comes out in November. Because, like, I could just go pre-order the regular copy. But I have a problem. And I want to pre-order the signed copy. And, like, I tagged the author on, like, Instagram stories and on Twitter. Like, fingers crossed, trying to get a response of where I can spend my money best. Because I love having, like, signed editions. Like, I pre-ordered the signed edition of Rhythm of War. And, like, I'm waiting to find out where I can get like a pre-order of Burning God signed. Even though I already pre-ordered Burning God, like, I want a signed one. And I know there's been some for sale on, I think it's like Forbidden Planet, but it's UK and they sell out in like 5 seconds. So I don't know. I think there's going to be another announcement soon, but like November's coming up with the quickness, so like I need it. But I gave Rage of Dragons 4 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. And it's funny because, like, it's not my normal book. If you saw earlier in the video, I had 2, like, predictions. And if you care, they both rang true for the most part. So I'm good at predicting this one, but there's other parts that I was like, oh. So, yeah, I really, really, really enjoyed this. And it's funny because, like I said, it's not as heavy on the magic as I normally like. It's, like, very revenge-focused, which normally annoys me. And, like, all the things that I normally don't like, but they work. And I'm really excited for the second book. Is it, like, my absolute favorite of all time? No. That's why it's not 5 stars. But it was amazing. And like 4 stars is a really good rating for me. So this is a definite want to buy the signed edition of the second book coming out. So if you haven't read it, then read it. Because I really enjoyed it, and I think you will too. I know there's some people that like I really enjoy watching that didn't like this, and that's fine. Because not everybody likes the same shit. So there's that. But I enjoyed it. And I'm excited to do like the live show with Jesse and everybody. And I'm just really glad that this was our pick this month. Because I probably would not have like picked it up otherwise. Even though it's like the one of the ones in my list. I don't know. Probably wouldn't have picked it up like right away otherwise. Because it wasn't like super high on the priority list. But I'm really glad we went with this one. But now, I am trying to work through. I have 3 more books left on my TBR that I want to read. I'm getting into Supernova today. This is a buddy read with Lacey. I'll leave her channel below. I'm excited. This will finish the Renegade series for me. I also, not right now, but the rest of the books on my TBR right now are Gathering of Shadows, the second book in Darker Shade Magic. Do you hear my kids? And then Stone Sky, the last book in the Broken Earth series. I am on this like kick the last part of the month, like except for next month. I want to finish series. Like I want to get farther into them. I want to finish them. So like this, all 3 of these are like 2 of these will complete a series. 1 will get me 1 book closer. So I'm excited for that. I also, on my little table over here, I put the Starless Sea. Because if I finish these 3, then I'll pick this up. I still need to work more on my ebook. But, like, I don't usually finish my ebook in 1 month. Like, I'm reading Peace and Turmoil. I'm really enjoying it. But I only read it for 2 hours a week, and that is like 2 to 3 hours a week, and that's when I like take my daughter to gymnastics, so that's my like what I read then. Do you hear them? They're so freaking loud, y'all. But I'm gonna sit right here and try to do some reading of Supernova, which is really big, but it's YA and it's Marissa Meyer, so like I'm probably gonna read it quickly. I would love to finish this book this weekend. We'll see. Hello, hello. Welcome to the start of a new reading vlog. One where I actually read. I'm about to head out to my parents' house because it's my stepmom's birthday. But I just kind of sat and read like all day today, and I am halfway almost done with Renegades. Or Renegades. Supernova, the last book in the Renegade series by Marissa Meyer. It's good. I don't think it's going to be my favorite of the series. I think that's going to stay with Arch Enemies, and I can tell you that halfway through. I don't want to give any spoilers because, like, but there's some stuff that's like, really, though? I'm liking it, though. Like, I didn't go into this book or, like, this series thinking it's, like, Mistborn. Like, thinking it's, like, overarching goodness and craziness and, like, adult high fantasy. It's not. It's YA superheroes, and they act like kids. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with kids acting like kids. They're like teenagers acting like teenagers. But there's some stuff that I'm like, that's a little too convenient. Don't you think? Like, there's things that are just happening that are like, oh, well, that's a hella plot convenience. But it's a quick read. Obviously, I read half of a book today. I'm hoping to finish it this weekend. That is like my goal. I want to finish Supernova this weekend and then start in on one of my other books. But I'm not sure which one. Probably Stone Sky. But I'm like, this getting finished. Like, it's good. And I keep being like, oh, okay, well, what's going to happen next? How are they going to finish this? Like, how is it going to end? So we're going with it. Right now it's sitting at about probably, I'm predicting it to be a 4 so far. That one like little minor plot convenience though might drop it down because I'm like, that bothered me. I want to tell you what it is. Like there's this moment that I'm like, the fuck. And maybe I will. So it's like I don't want to give spoilers because like it is a good series and I think you should read the series. And so far I'm liking the book. There's just that one thing that's kind of bothering me and I'm like, gonna see how it plays out though. We'll see how it plays out because like anyway, I'm about to get the kids ready and head out. But I wanted to update you on that and start this vlog, and I will talk to you later. Bye. So I'm home. We kind of went to my nephew's today, and that was nice. But we didn't stay very long because Willow like started not feeling well, like kind of all of a sudden. And like we got home, she said she was tired. She wouldn't lay down. Okay, we're making dinner. And like I go to wake her up and I'm like, hey, you know, it's dinner time. And she's hot. And it's a mild fever, which is fever. So I'm keeping her home from school tomorrow, home from gymnastics, all that. So I'll be working from home again tomorrow, which was like one of my only 2 days that I go into the office. So I'm kind of like, whatever. So yeah, my poor girl's not feeling so good. And I feel bad because I'm like, oh, you're fine. And then after her nap, she like decided to run a little bit of a fever. Thankfully, it's literally, she just has a fever and like sore muscles. So I don't know. Probably like that end of summer, back to school, cold that like kids get every single year, it seems like. So I'm not super worried about it. Like I gave her some Motrin. She's chilling, drinking, eating. We'll just see how it goes. I'm like really far into Supernova. Let's see. I'm 324 pages in. There's 552 pages total of Supernova. And I'm like determined to finish it today. I read this is what I started reading it yesterday. So it's a fast read. It's Marissa Meyer. I found that Marissa Meyer's writing is like just so easy to consume and it's quick. Like it's just like it's quick and it's YA, so it reads a lot quicker than like one of my like big Sanderson books. Like it takes me forever to get like 20 pages through like Stormlight Archives, but it takes me no time to get through like 100 pages of a YA fantasy, which is not saying it's bad. I'm enjoying my time reading this, by the way. It's fun. I think this is probably my least favorite in the trilogy, though, which is sad because it's the last book, but I'm probably going to say this one might be my least favorite because there's some stuff going on that I'm like, I would have done this differently. And I don't want to talk in spoilers, but there's some stuff I would have done differently. I'm going to have like a spoiler chat for after I finish this, like probably at the end of this vlog. Like I'll finish it and then I'll be like, okay, so these were my issues. These are my spoilery thoughts about it and the series as a whole. So like I can just have that all in one spot and I'm not like got like spoilers for Supernova like all throughout this vlog. But I still like it. I'm still having fun with it. That's the thing about YA is like, to me, like YA is just fun. Like most of the time, it's just good fun times and I enjoy it. Like there's a bunch of YA books that I have that I still want to read, that I still love. And like I'm a 30-year-old mom and I'm still reading YA fantasy and YA sci-fi because a lot of times I find it fun. Do I find some of the tropes like annoyingly problematic sometimes? Yeah. we're looking at you, Cruel Prince. But a lot of them are just fun and easy to read, and I can just consume it quickly, and I enjoy that. So I'm gonna get back to this, and I will let you know when I'm done. All right, I did it. I finished Supernova in 2 days. I'm freaking proud of myself, okay? Like, I powered through this book. And I literally just finished it, so I need to talk. I don't know what to rate it. I'm torn between a 3 and a 4. Like, it's better than a 3, but it's, like, not perfect. Like, there's some stuff. I'm thinking, I know, my good friend Michael Nip is gonna be like, no half stars, bitch. No half stars. But this is a 3.5 star book, which makes it my least favorite out of the series. I gave the other two, I think, 4 and 4, and this is 3.5. Like, there were moments that got me. So we're gonna talk spoilers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put something up on this screen to indicate that we're discussing spoilers, and then I will remove it from the screen in editing when I'm done talking Supernova spoilers. Those will be spoilers for like the whole Renegades series, because you can't talk about a third book without like spoiling the first two, so yeah, no. But okay, spoilers starting now. Oh my god. Okay. First, let's talk about the negative first. What I didn't like, so we can end it on a positive note. The whole thing with like Nova getting found out and going to jail, and Adrian just being like, okay, well, she's Nightmare, so fuck this, and like basically turning his back on her, and then she doesn't admit to anything, and then the mirror girl, Narcissa, the librarian's like granddaughter, like pretends to be Nova and pops in and out of mirrors and like convinces the Renegades that she's like got the wrong person because they're gonna execute Nova. What? Like, it's so convenient. Like, it's too convenient. It doesn't make sense. Like, a couple chapters before, this girl was literally trying to kill Nova, and then she's like, no, I don't want her dead. Bitch, what? Like, make up your mind. And then it was like this whole like evil villain monologue. It was a legit villain monologue. She was like, I am Nightmare. Like, I'm like, this is the cheesiest shit. But I'm kind of eating it up, but it was the cheesiest shit. And then, of course, Adrian's all, oh my god, she's innocent. Like, this proves it. This proves her innocence. And Dana is like, no, maybe. I don't know. I still think she's Nightmare. And then, of course, everyone's all like, oh, that was her. That was her. That was her. Like, she didn't put no one to sleep to prove it. But, you know, that's her. So they get her out of jail. And she's, I mean, obviously she's fucking confused. And, I mean, it makes sense in the end. It's like, okay, they had this plan. They were like, okay, well, they teamed up with the Rejects and the Anarchists, teamed up to, like, get her out because they want to, like, make a better world, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, it was just so convenient. And, I mean, I love me some Adrian. He's just adorable. Cinnamon roll status, okay? He is adorable. Let's just get that out of the way. I love Max. I love Adrian. I love the characters. Like, Nova kind of annoys me, but I like her better in this book. But Adrian made the series for me. Like, he's just this adorable little cinnamon roll that I just want to, like, pinch with his, like, thick glasses. And his, like, he's just so sweet. But I loved the exploration of villains and heroes and, like, how there's not as big of a distinction as we think there is. Like, anyone can be a villain, anyone can be a hero. I love the conversation around capital punishment, because that's something that I think is, like, really relevant to us and our real world. Like, it's something relevant? Like, capital punishment, should it be? What are your thoughts on capital punishment? Like, it's kind of like thought-provoking, and it doesn't give you like a clear-cut answer, and I like that. And then the whole like neutralization, like, some of these people, these villains, were like in prison for years and years and years because they were like they were victims of circumstance. Like, they were in this prison for all these years because they like stole and fought and whatever, or were in these gangs like during the bad times, during the age of anarchy, and they're still there. Like, they're not given a chance at restitution, they're not given a chance at rehabilitation. And as somebody that has worked in the criminal justice field, I have a degree in criminal justice, my master's degree is in legal studies. I believe fully in restitution and rehabilitation over incarceration. Obviously it's circumstantial. We're not getting into, but like, that's just something that I have seen that works. Decriminalization and rehabilitation, I think, should be more of a focus just in our world, in the real world, you know? So the fact that they kind of touch on that is something I really liked. I loved that thematically they talk about things like Marissa Meyer brings up in a YA book, like things that are relevant while making them interesting. Like, these prisoners are not given a chance at life despite what their crime was. Like, some of them, we don't even know what their crimes were. But it's like, okay, what was their crime? Is it a victimless crime? Is it, you know, like minor crimes? Is it things that, like, they shouldn't be locked up for life? They shouldn't automatically have their powers removed if you don't agree with the status quo. Stuff like that. Like, it was really good and thought-provoking. Like, that was probably my favorite part of the book, and that was just like thematically something that I really picked up on, being someone who's been in the criminal justice world for so long. I'm not anymore, but like, that's still what my degree's in. Let's talk the bracelet. Like, that was a little weird. I still don't fully wrap my head around how the bracelet and the supernova, like the mini star, like actually came to be. Because like, Adrian created this whole like jungle thing for her, and then there's a star in it, and it's like, I get he drew it from her telling him her dream, but like, so he drew it all, but he didn't draw the star. Like, it just happened, like it popped out of her brain, I guess. Like, he made it to where it came out of her brain where her father had hid it. Like, it was a very strange, it was strange. I don't think I loved that part of it. Like, it just was too convenient. It didn't really make sense. And then there was a lot of like plot convenience, but it's like, okay. I loved like Oscar and Ruby. Like, they finally were adorable. I love little Max, like him getting to be with like kids, and like his big old arc at the end was really, really good. I thought, like, absorbing all the power, fixing everything, and then literally giving everyone their power back, which I don't know how I feel about the very ending. Like, okay, we find out that we're still in spoiler mode. We found out that like Ace is the one that actually killed the whole family. Lady Indomitable was actually killed by her son's drawing, which, okay, like, it's still the way he created. I didn't like that Adrian created Phobia as like a 4-year-old, and like because all his drawings die except for Phobia, and that's because he kept like living on fear. And like, okay, it just wasn't my favorite plot element. Like, I think it could have been done better, because then it's like, I feel like Lady Indomitable's death had like, was just there, like, it didn't mean anything. And I like that we find out that like Ace's brother betrayed him, like that Nova's family was trying to stop Ace and working with the Renegades and this and that. I love that aspect of it. I don't know if I love that everyone is literally a superhero at the end. every single person got powers. Because Max absorbed everything, and then, you know, he supernovaed it out. Supernovaed? Is that a word? He's champagne supernovaed it, and it is late, can you tell? I just finished this, so, like, I'm just all over the place. But he champagne supernovaed all the powers and distributed them out to everybody in, like, the whole fucking world, I guess. So everyone has a power. Except for him. He doesn't have his, like, absorption powers anymore. But all I could think of was that scene in Incredibles when everybody's super, nobody is. And that is kind of how this book ends. And it's cute. It ends with Nova and Adrian together, and I think that's adorable. And then the epilogue happened. Y'all. The epilogue. What the fuck are you doing to me, Marissa? We need to have a conversation. Because there's a whole plot element. There's a whole nother series in that epilogue. Okay? Magpie. The little annoying girl from the whole series who just, like, steals shit and, like, shows up randomly. Yeah, that's Evie. That's Nova's sister. This whole ass time, and she's a villain. She's, like, legit wants to be a villain at the end of it. Like, she hates everybody. She thinks Nova... it's so funny because it says she's, like, she grew up, like, wishing her sister would come save her, blah, 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 from the orphanage, and then she's, like, looking at Nova, like, with, like, disgust and stuff. And it's like, but man, Nova's her sister. They're siblings. We don't know this, and, like, they don't, there's gotta be, like, that could be explored so much. Like, Marissa, give it to me. I want that series. I want the Magpie Nightmare reunion. I need this. And, like, she's talking about how she wants to find Ace Anarchy's helmet because it can't be destroyed, and I'm like, I just feel a sequel series coming on. I really do, because there's so many unanswered questions. At the end of the book, like the last chapter, the last page, you're like, oh my god, this is great. And then you're like, oh, epilogue, cool. And you're like, so many questions. So many things I want answered. So many things I want to see. So yeah, I'm giving it a 3.5. I'm rambling right now. I'm giving this a 3.5. It was really good. The series overall, I would rank as like a 4-star series. It's just good. Like I said, this is like almost, this 520 pages, I read it in 2 days. It was so good. But I'm gonna like remove the spoiler section now because we're not on that anymore. I don't know what I want to read next. I'm torn. Which one? Which one are we reading? Because I want to start another one like tonight because I'm not sleeping apparently. It's a thing. I can do, let's see which one is shorter. I'm reading on both this month, so like I don't know why. I really want to. So if I read Stone Sky, that'll be finishing another series, and it's only. This will take me longer than 2 days because it's an adult book. 400 and oh, those are acknowledgements. And I love all the. What is this? It's like 400 and something pages. So I think I'm going to go with this one and finish a whole nother series. But that was my random spoilery supernova. Just finished that update. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys. So it is Monday afternoon. I just got done with work. I ended up working from home today because the girl ran a fever. But we kept it down like to 99 all day today with no medication. So she can go back to school tomorrow. Thank goodness. Like, we don't have to go get tested or anything because her fever never rose above 100. So, and it's been down all day with no fever reducing medicine. So, yay! But I mean, I still work from home tomorrow, but she can go back to school, which is good because she has her standardized testing tomorrow and Wednesday. So, that's exciting. But since I finished Supernova yesterday, I am about to start Stone Sky by N.K. Jemisin. I'm super excited to have my heart break because I know this book, if it is anything like the first two, is just gonna like gut me and hit me super hard. But I just love the writing. I did kind of start reading it last night, but I only read like 10 pages before I was so tired that I just fell asleep. But I'm just really excited to finish the Broken Earth trilogy. And if I finish this, then that means that I have finished 2 full series because I finished Supernova, which was the last book in the Renegade series. Then I'll finish this, which will be the whole Broken Earth series. And then the next book that I have to pick up is somewhere over here, Gathering of Shadows by V. Schwab, which will be the second book in the Darker State of Magic series. And then I'll just pick up the next one. I am already like piling books onto my TBR for October, which is over there. I'm kind of scared. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already. Got a tiny person. You say hi?
Hi.
She's feeling better. Yeah, you're like not even hot anymore. So that's good.
Ow. My hair.
Your hair. All right. Say bye.
Bye.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. So I will update you after I get a little bit in. I look a mess. But look, I got my new glasses today. These are, again, like $6 frames or whatever from Zenni. And I'm really liking them. Like, I'm kind of addicted to buying, like, new frames because, like, they're so cheap. But I just wanted to show y'all what my kitchen looks like right now because I'm shooting for a blog post. So I've got, like, my light and my camera and, like, all kinds of, like, all this stuff that I'm actually cooking, but then staging to cook. My son's being like a seal right now. But yeah, so food blogging is fun and all. I love it. I love it. But I use so many more dishes when I am like content creating than when I'm just like cooking dinner. Because like, okay, I've got that. I'll show you this. I got this is new. This Caraway Homes pan, and then I have another one back there. I'm actually working with them to create some content in exchange for those pans. So I'm excited about that. But then I'm also working with another brand that I'm making the recipe for. I love it, but it's kind of chaotic and it's fun. But my kitchen looks like ridiculous right now with everything. Also, y'all, he's now, look. I was gonna die if it turned on. I have no water. I've had water all day. I have no water. The fuck don't I have water? So my husband's like on his way home from the shop to eat dinner, and I'm like, hey, we have no water. Crap. Super crap. Daughter's still sick. Like, I'm just ready for this day to be done, this like week to be done. Guys, it's a mess. But we got fall candles. We finally got the fall candles out. It's Florida. It's like 90 degrees. I'm wearing a tank top. But my house smells like it's fall. It smells like warm fall leaves. It smells super good. This is like the $3 candle from Walmart. I don't know about y'all. I can't buy Bath & Body Works candles. I burn them so much that like I can't spend $20 on a fucking candle. I'm cheap, okay? But every time I do a grocery pickup, I buy like, these are like $4 less than. They're $3.33. And then like the really tall ones are like $4 or $5. Like it's Walmart brand. But yo, they smell so good and they burn just as good. So I'm gonna spend $3.33, buy a shit ton of those, and not spend $20 on a Bath & Body Works candle come cheap. That's my rant for the day. I haven't read anything today, if we care about the reading part of this vlog. Haven't read anything. My house got cleaned today, which you probably can't tell. My cousin came to clean my house, so she cleans my house every other week. It's great. I pay her, obviously. But yeah, I will update you later because I'm gonna try to power through like 100 more pages of Stone Sky. Well, hello. I decided to do my nightly update right here at my desk because I am editing so I can have my vlog up tomorrow. I've changed my upload times. I'm trying to do at 10 a.m. as opposed to 2 p.m. We'll see how it goes. The light in here is really bad though. But whatever. I don't feel like getting up. And I have to put my kids to bed in a minute. But I am... Oh, my husband's on. Like, I saw something moving, like, out the window over there. I'm like, what the fuck is outside my backyard? My husband's working on the water pump. That's why. But I am 130 pages into Stone Sky. Why do I do this to myself? It's amazing. It's fantastic. We know I love the 5th season. We know I loved Obelisk Gate. N.K. Jemisin is like a wizard. Like, who is she? What is up with her brain? Like, I need to know these things, but oh my god, it's heart-wrenching. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm super emotional anyway. Like, I'm just that type of person. Maybe it's because I'm a mom and it's very ingrained in this motherhood dynamic. Maybe it's because the daughter that's still alive in the book is close to the age of my daughter. There's all these things that just make me love this book so much and also hate it at the same time and just feel all the feels. But it's so good. It's just, I absolutely love it. And I'm hoping to binge some more of it tonight. Also, though, while I was editing, I'll show you what else I've been picking at because I needed something quick, like just to kind of while I was sitting here editing that didn't take a lot of brain power. They had Saga Volume 1 on Kindle Unlimited, and I've been wanting to read it, but I haven't like just picked up a copy yet. So I decided to read Volume 1 on my Kindle, see if I love it, if I love the story, if I love the art style, then I will like pick up the compendium on Amazon, and yeah, pretty sure that's gonna happen because so far it's really good. And I've been wanting to read more graphic novels anyway, and this is really entertaining, and the art style is so good. And I mean, it's definitely adult. It's vulgar. It's violent. And I'm only like 45 pages in. But it was perfect for while I'm sitting here editing this vlog. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to read some more of Saga. And then I'm going to work on editing. And I will see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. I'm coming at you with a very messy update once again. Because we are sitting here with like 4-day hair, no makeup, my new like super cheap glasses that I got from Zinni, my bread pillow. Please tell me this is not like freaking hysterical. It's a big loaf of bread, and I got it like for my library room because in Shelf Space, which is the best book club ever, we like bread. So I had to get it because bread, why not? Because late night shopping and me is a thing that happens, late night Amazoning, and it just happens. But I've been reading. So there we go. Let's show you. I am 150 pages into the Stone Sky, and it hurts so good. It hurts so good. This book, this whole series is just insanity, and it hurts so good. And this is the conclusion, and I want to finish it, but I want to savor it, but like I want to finish it and know what happens, so we're powering through it. I also decided to read Saga, and I'm really liking it. I got 55-ish pages into it, and I will definitely be picking up the physical copies of it. I want to get is it the compendium, where it's like a bunch of volumes in one, like as a book. I want to do that, and I just think it looks really cool. Also, I bought some books. Are we surprised? I have this order, and then I have another order that I had ordered a while ago that like hasn't arrived yet. Most of these I'm finding like used and stuff like that, so like I'm not busting my budget. I also work 2 jobs, so there's that. I'll show you a little sneak peek because I'm sure I'll do a full haul, but we got Last Wish. I've been really wanting to read the Witcher series. Crown of Embers is the 2nd book in the Girl, Fire, and Thorns. I finished the 1st book earlier this year and really just wanted to finish the series. And they were on sale because they're the like ugly old covers. I have the ugly old cover of the first one too. They updated and they look better. Ooh, we just threw that on the ground. Hold on. We dropped it. This is one I was super excited about, which is Kindred by Octavia Butler. Hold on. Sorry about that. My daughter could not find toothpaste. She's in the shower and she's like, "Where's the toothpaste?" But like I had taken it out to like clean. So yeah. Did I just show you this? Kindred by Octavia Butler. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to read this. My next order of books that I found, like a lot on like thrift books and stuff like that. Also got 2 other Octavia Butlers. I don't know why I picked this up. I was looking at the first book, Kiss of Deception. When I bought this, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just buy the 2nd book. I haven't finished the 1st book yet. I have a fucking problem. I think I want to just plan on binge reading it. Okay, I went back and forth on buying this book for like evers. It's Year One by Nora Roberts. When I think of Nora Roberts, I think of like grocery store romance books. Like that might not even be right. Like that might not even be what she normally writes. But like that's what I think of when I think of Nora Roberts, is like grocery store books. I don't know if they're like romance or like thrillers or whatever, but I think of like books that you can buy at like your local grocery store. And my stepmom used to read Nora Roberts all the time, but like I guess this is her like first fantasy book. I think it's older. I don't know. I had to. Like, what? And I've heard people actually like say it's really good. And I just don't think of her as like a fantasy writer, so like that just like intrigued me. I mean, everyone loves it. Apparently she is America's favorite writer. I would beg to differ on that. But I picked up Geekerella because I picked up Princess and the Fangirl a while back and I've been wanting to read it. But apparently you can't read Princess and the Fangirl until you read Geekerella because I didn't know they were like a series. Sure. I picked up The Grace Year, which a couple of people have told me is really, really good, and I ain't saying nothing else about it. These next 2 are the 2 I was the most excited about. So I told you I've been getting more into graphic novels, and I picked up this V.E. Schwab Darker Shade of Magic like graphic novel. I think it's like a prequel. Might be. The Steel Prince, but it's set in the like darker shade of magic world in Red London with Prince Maxium. Yeah. Cool. The art looks really cool too. Like. And then this one. I just love that this looks like an IKEA catalog. Horror store. I've been wanting to read some Grady Hendrix books, and like, y'all, I love that it looks like an IKEA catalog. Sorry. It's been a long week, y'all. The kids and everything. Like, Willow is finally able to go back to school tomorrow, and now Luca's not feeling very great. But it's fine. It's fine. But I'm going to try to read some more of Stone Sky. Because I really want to finish it and then get to A Gathering of Shadows. But then I have like this idea for like a themed reading vlog that I want to do. 2 of them really, but they involve me reading 3 books each. But like I don't want to like say what they are, so I don't want to put them on my TBR. So I want to do like secret TBRs. But then I want to do like a full TBR. So like apparently I want to figure out how I can read 20 books in a month. I want to figure out how Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany reads so much. I need to get on that level because oh my god, I wish I could read more than like 5 books a month. Because that would like up my game so much. Because I have so many books I haven't read. But my problem is I can't concentrate on audiobooks. And I think that's how a lot of people read extra is audiobooks. And every time I've ever tried, my brain doesn't absorb it. Like I wish it would. I just like zone out completely. But I'm gonna read instead of talking to you. Maybe then I can read 20 bucks a month. I don't know. But I will catch up with you later. Hey guys. Bye. So I realized I'm like the literal worst about updating the past 2 weeks. So this vlog is like a 2-week reading vlog. So if it's a little long, I'm sorry. If it's a little chaotic, oops. But that's just how it's been. I mean, it's been chaotic with like Willow got sick and then Luca broke out in hives everywhere and we didn't know. He had like an allergic reaction. We weren't sure about it. And it was like a week from hell and like 2 weeks of chaos. So that's why this vlog seems really weird and really long. And you're like, well, you updated on a Sunday and then a Saturday and then a Friday. Like it's a mess. Just roll with it because that's my life. But I never like did an official end to it, so this is the official end to this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on more of my chaotic life.